In Europe, cancer is a leading cause of death, expected to kill over 1.4 million people in 2017. It also represents an economic burden for Europe, with 126 billion euros in total costs. Lung cancer is the first cause of death by cancer. Most patients affected by lung cancer are diagnosed at a metastatic stage, and over 85% die within 5 years. Since 2015, a new generation of immunotherapies called anti-PD-1 are providing lung cancer patients with an unprecedented hope for a cure. Anti-PD-1 acts by partially restoring the ability of the immune system to destroy cancer cells. Yet only 20% of lung cancer patients respond to anti-PD-1. This is often in relation to the weak ability of cancer patients to spontaneously develop an immunity against their tumours. Therapeutic vaccines are a potential solution to help cancer patients develop an anti-tumour immunity and boost their ability to respond to anti-PD-1. However, all classical therapeutic vaccine approaches tested until now have failed to induce an efficient immune response in cancer patients. Therapeutic vaccines aim at priming CD8 T cells, the immune cells able to recognize and kill tumour cells specifically. Only dendritic cells can prime CD8 T cells. This requires that dendritic cells present to CD8 T cells tumour antigens. The markers of cancer cells that can be recognized by immune cells. The most potent therapeutic cancer vaccines tested up to now consists in administering to the patients a preparation composed of dendritic cells obtained from their own blood and loaded in vitro with tumour antigens. However, this strategy faces major industrialization, logistics, and cost issues, and it still lacks efficacy. PDC Line Pharma is developing a new generation of therapeutic cancer vaccines which overcome these challenges. Its unique patented approach is based on PDC Line, a proprietary cell line of non-conventional plasmacytoid dendritic cells with exceptional features. PDC Line is able to prime and induce 20 to 200 more immune CD8 cells than conventional dendritic cells, based on published in vitro experiments. PDC Line is easy to produce at an industrial scale into GMP conditions and at low costs compared to conventional dendritic cell-based vaccines. PDC Line can be used to treat a large patient population affected by a type of cancer. This gives it undeniable superiority compared to conventional dendritic cell therapies, where a new product must be individually manufactured for each patient. Interestingly, even if PDC Line is foreign to the patient's immune system, it is not rejected by it. Therefore, it can be re-injected several times in order to further boost the anti-tumour immune response. PDC Line Pharma is developing PDC Lung, a vaccine candidate for lung cancer, which is obtained as follows. PDC Line is cultivated in suspension in a synthetic culture medium in bioreactors. The cells are loaded with peptides derived from an optimal mix of antigens widely expressed by the tumours of patients affected by lung cancer. The product is irradiated to stop cell proliferation, split in cryovials, and can be stored for years in liquid nitrogen. PDC Lung is thawed on demand and injected into patients. Combined with the conventional anti-PD-1, the treatment is expected to induce significant tumour regressions and improved survival rates. A solid package of preclinical and clinical data and manufacturing know-how was accumulated for more than 15 years by PDC Line Pharma and its academic and industrial partners, including the French Blood Bank at the origin of the technology. PDC Line has unique features that set it apart from conventional dendritic cells. Its exceptional potency is in part due to the absence of inhibitory molecules that are typically expressed by other dendritic cells. PDC Line also induces the production of a specific interleukin that further boosts CD8 T cells. Moreover, PDC Line is not rejected by the patient's immune system because it does not induce the proliferation of allogeneic lymphocytes. a first clinical trial has already been performed, with 9 patients diagnosed with melanoma at an advanced stage in order to assess the safety and immunological activity of the approach. The prospects are enormous, since it can be easily transposed to any type of cancer. The current treatment is applicable to patients that express the HLA-A2 marker, present in 50% of the European population and 36% in the US. The further extension of this patient population to any other HLA marker will be possible through the genetic modification of PDC line. PDC Line Pharma is a biotech company originally founded in France in 2014 and headquartered in Belgium. It brings together a team of 16 highly skilled professionals, managed by complementary experts, including veterans from the industry, and supported by an international scientific advisory board. PDC Line Pharma is supported by smart Belgian and European private investors and institutional funds. The company has won several awards, including first prize at the French startup competition Tremplin Entreprise in the biotech category in 2015, and first prize in the Matwin Oncology Projects competition in the startup category in 2017, awarded by international leaders from the pharmaceutical industry and academic research.